All right, friends. Happy Friday. Today is February the 8th, 2019. I'm Aaron Michael Eschenberg. This is your daily horoscope. So what's going on today? We're starting the day off right around 9 a.m. with the moon conjunct Chiron. All right. Now, this is something we've been talking about the past couple of days, is the moon in Pisces. And it's like, kind of finalizing the preparations of the journey. And the journey begins today. Right? So 29 degrees Chiron, 29 degrees the moon, and then right around 10 a.m. the moon finally moves out into Aries. So we're going to start, the energy is going to pick up, a little bit of fire underneath us. It's like, all right, we have prepared for this journey. We have done our homework. We figured it out. And now we're off. It's like, okay, and begin. Well, where are we going? That's one of the questions. As we've been going through Pisces, it's kind of like looking through a kaleidoscope or a prism. It's like, well, what color do you see? What is the vision? And you're like, I don't know. I kind of see a lot of stuff. I see a lot of colors. And you're like, well, you have to choose one. You got to pick a path if you're going to go on an adventure. If you're going to go on a journey, you got to know where you're headed. And it's kind of like, well, it's foggy, this is, I know this ruling, bubbling feeling has come up. It's, it's been kind of a weird past couple of days. The energy's been, foggy, very Pisces thing, very Neptune thing, that kind of foggy feeling, and Chiron being in there as well. So again, the last degrees, but this is in the morning. So then the moon moves out by 10 a.m. So by like noon, we're starting to really feel the fire. So it's going to really start to pick up. And it's going to stay this fiery, hot energy through the whole weekend. And this is kind of a journey. And again, we'll talk about it a little bit more tomorrow, and especially on Sunday, is like the end of a 7-year, a big 7-year. There's so many like big events happening this year in astrology. It's absolutely fantastic. It's so cool. So the other big aspect that's happening today is the moon is going to square Venus. So Venus is up there in Capricorn. The moon is now going to move into Aries. So like 5 degrees, these guys are going to square each other. So as it's been like this foggy, I'm moving through the brush, I'm moving through the fog, I'm moving through the haze, trying to, find the direction. I'm clearing the stuff out of the past. I'm letting go of what, I don't need to bring on the journey with me, which is a huge one, right? Shedding that skin so we can venture off and, be free of that kind of stuff. So we're there. And now we're headed out, and the moon in Aries can just say, okay, I'm fed up, I'm ready to, I am feeling inspired, let's go. Okay, which is good, which is great, but sometimes it can be amateur about it, or like novice, like, okay, I've gone, it was like, well, did you pack your bag? Oh no, I kind of forgot that. Where this particular day with this square with Venus, Venus up there in Capricorn, she's like, no, I kind of know what I want. I know what I need now. I don't have to worry about not being prepared or not doing this or going too quickly. So Venus is kind of helping. This square is actually beneficial today, as it's again, it's kind of helping. It's kind of helping, saying, no, reel it in. You've done this enough times, you've experienced this enough times to know that you have to do this and this first. You have to, get your raincoat, it's going to rain outside, or you have to get your boots if you don't want to get your bottom of your pants all muddy, or whatever it is, So like you've done enough preparation, you've experienced this enough, you know what you do want, you know what you don't want, and that's a great thing. That is a great thing. So when we're moving into this new journey, and again, Saturday and Sunday's kind of like the big whammy. It's like we have to be prepared as we're moving forward, and this energy is saying that we will be. So that's great. So just, I guess, keep that in mind as we move throughout the day, that it's just like, okay, I've done this. I've been here. I've experienced these things, and I can decipher on what is absolutely best as I move forward into this new adventure, this new journey, this new beginning of life. and if you've been following with me, the stuff I've been talking about last week as well, with Saturn and Neptune, they're still together at 15 degrees. They're very slow moving planets, so that energy has not left us. We're still in these crossroads of creating the visions of a new future self, and having the rewards of spiritual practices paying off in the physical. We're literally creating, although we don't see it, but it's like shedding the skin, or that exoskeleton. We're literally going through that metamorphosis, the caterpillar into the butterfly. And again, this is the end. I will say this is the end of this rebellious cycle of this me, my, I journey through the world, where we get to expand our wings, we get to expand ourselves, and now the relationships are going to be more fruitful, more plentiful, easier, because we're not going to be dealing with this kind of rebellious energy anymore that we have been dealing with as we've been going through that catalyst, from the caterpillar to the cocoon into the the monarch butterfly, and if we've been going through this journey and we've had a partner, amazing. And if we've broken up, split and gone our own ways and gone, we can't go into this alone, or we can't go into the cocoon with somebody. We have to go through this journey alone. Again, so that doesn't mean that we are going to all be alone, but I'm saying this is the end of that kind of cycle. So it's like we're all going to be kind of like sprouting our wings and breaking through the cocoon and going as this is wrapping up, the moon, Mars, and Uranus all in Aries. And this is the last time we're going to see this. This is an 84-year cycle. 84 years. We're never going to see this again. So, thankfully we experienced it now when we did. And that's over with. We get to experience a whole new set, of breaking the traditions. Come May, we'll talk about that more then. But so for now, been rambling on here for this daily. Have a great day. Have a balanced day, and we're moving forward into the new journey, into the unknown. We're moving into the unknown, but we're moving it with passion and vigor, and completely inspired by everything that's been happening and going on to start this new journey ahead. So it's going to be a great weekend. I wish you enough. We'll see you tomorrow.